welcome back to another day with me, Carla, and the Swirl life. It's early. I've arrived up on the Himmelanarda Ridge today, and it is one nifty morning. I'm looking for Ataraxia wines, something that cross between a bird and an angel. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm going to swim my way through this beautiful fog and try and find a tasting room.
As a wine lover and educator, swirling, sniffing, and sipping is my world. One of the finer things in life, wine can seem really hard to understand, but I'm here to strip it down and bring some more fun to your wine experience, one glass at a time. For me, wine is a gateway to deeper, more meaningful connections with people. Starting with the land, a sense of curiosity, and a good buzz, wine opens the door to new cultural experiences, better food, and can even open parts of your heart again. I am a passionate wine lover with amazing family and friends. Now, I'm ready to explore a world of adventure and fall deeper in love with every varietal that crosses my path. I'm ready to get my hands dirty and lips stained, because every swirl is worth it.
Oh my goodness. Hi.
Hello, Carla. Hi, Kevin.
Carla.
So nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet
Welcome
you too.
to Ataraxia.
Thank you. I got distracted by the tasting room for a minute there, but then I noticed this gorgeous patio that you have here.
Yeah, it is something that's pretty special because from here you can get an absolute vista of the surroundings, and that gets one thinking about where we are located, and it's that what you want to translate as well eventually into the whole experience here, because it becomes so much part of what you're going to be tasting. So welcome. We're very happy that you're here.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to really get a sense of place, and I feel like I'm up a bit higher. Am I on a ridge?
Yes, indeed. You're actually on the Himmelanarda Ridge, heaven and earth, that is translated to from the Afrikaans.
Hey, I'm in the right spot.
You are in the right spot, and appropriately, this is our shrine to wine, which is actually our tasting room. Well, we call it our shrine to wine. It's our tasting room.
Do I have to climb up to drink wine?
No, but first time visitors to Ataraxia always get the opportunity to ring our bell. So that'll welcome you to the Ataraxia family. So if you ring the bell like a teacher, just ding, ding, ding,
Okay.
then we tell our guests that they get very small samples of wine to taste. But if you ring it like a preacher, ding, 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 then we'll give you very generous samples to taste. So don't tense up on me now.
Okay.
Are you a little nervous? Well, come on, let's, the best time is position. Yep.
Do I just give a sweet baby Jesus prayer?
Just keep going with the pull until it happens.
Okay. I'm not hearing anything. What have
Keep
I
going,
done?
just keep going.
Oh!
You are now officially part of the Ataraxia family, so
Yeah.
there you are. And
Thank
you're not allowed to
God.
divorce us, and you're never allowed to say you want to go and...
I've married Ataraxia. So
which of course
excited.
is an appropriate word. Ataraxia is a word that means a serene state of mind, free from worry and preoccupation.
Okay, well, I've been super intrigued because I was coming up and I've been very confused about the symbol that comes with Ataraxia. I have to admit, I thought it looked like half bird, half angel.
I discovered ataraxia in the Collins Pocket Dictionary. as humble a publication as that, and I'd never heard of it. I wasn't looking for it. And it really immediately struck a chord because it was, you know, the industry that we're in is so much about what wine does for us as opposed to what wine does to us.
Okay, so I have to tell you that the meaning of ataraxia is really sitting well with me because I can disappear into a glass of wine in serenity very quickly. Like, it really works for me.
We know what it does to us. We overindulge, and tomorrow morning we wake up with an almighty headache, and we vow we're never going to go that route again, etc., etc. But what it does for us, and why we're doing this, and then when we understand and reflect on the fact that it is about adding something special, it's not a commodity.
It's a lifestyle,
It's an absolute
adding value.
lifestyle. It is, and that's motivating. That gets us up in the morning, you know. And I can say after 31 years of wine in this industry and winemaking, it's never been better than it has.
That and a few Tylenol or ibuprofen, and off we go again.
Exactly. So yeah, it's a wonderful, rewarding profession to be in, and I'm very blessed to be in this profession.
Okay, all of this serenity in a glass, the feel of value in life. I think we should have a seat with your lovely wife, Hannalie. Join her. She's looking lonely over there.
Fantastic.
So it's so nice to meet you both. And I have to ask you, do you do anything together like a wine at 5 o'clock? Find this perfect little spot like right here. You have this thing where you can decompress your day together.
Having a glass of wine at the end of each day is almost obligatory, we find, because it just kind of brings to a beautiful conclusion the day, whether it's been a good day or a bad day. And on a vineyard, there are very seldom bad days. There's always something positive to see out of it because of just where we are. You can I mean, this is our office. This is where we live and work every day.
Yeah.
And it would seem almost ungrateful if we were not to consummate each day with a glass of wine. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
So,
that's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
And so does Hannalie choose the wine?
I think we both. He'll ask me, do you want white or red tonight? And
Oh, lovely.
I always
It's
say,
a very
"What-"
democratic thing.
Yeah, I always say, what is open? And he says, they both open.
Anything's open.
Anything is
Whatever you would like will be opened. That's what goes in my house. Oh, that's so nice. And so, you know, a lot of times as a couple and a business partners together, I can imagine there's a few challenges that are going on. Do you go like this on the farm sometimes in the morning and then you get to come back together kind of at the end of your day?
We have very clearly defined roles. So I go out and work the lands and make the wines.
Yeah, but we actually work pretty well together. We've been working together for a long time. And like he says, I mean, marketing we used to do a lot together, but now I required more in the office. So I don't always go marketing with him, but where I can, I try. Nice to go to new places.
It is. It's nice to get out sometimes and get
Exactly.
some, but to come back here every day to work. Like this is truly a surrounding view of your valley, and you're up high on this ridge.
It's very important to understand that, you know, when you choose a place to settle and to live out your passion, in our case, winemaking, it's very important to understand that our guests don't come just for wine. They come for the experience. They come to drink the beauty of the place. And so, whereas they can't buy the estate, they can buy something from it. They can buy an asset, and that's a bottle of wine. And when they go off, and whether it's 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months later, they open a bottle of Ataraxia, it's not just about the contents of the bottle. It's so much more about the whole experience from the moment they enter the gates. the surroundings, the beauty of the area, all factors into that enjoyment of that first glass of wine. The experience they have in the wine lounge, how they've exposed the wines, the story that's told them. Then, you know, that's important. And of course, we're so aware of the fact that everything is just a label in terms of enjoying ataraxia until we get to the point where visitors come and experience what you're doing today, Carla. Then the label takes on flesh and blood and personality. After 31 years, I understand now that my title is not winemaker or viticulturist or vigneron. A much more accurate title for us is soil farmers.
Soil farmers.
We are soil farmers.
Okay, so what have we got here?
So what we have here is, this is the Cape Granite Table Mountain Sandstone.
Okay.
And to me that absolutely really blows my mind to think that in my hand, we have a rock that is 600-700 million years old. It's just something amazing. So we have about 4 soil varieties coming from this soil, and then this is you can see it's much more orange in character, much more iron rich. It's a softer soil. Beneath the topsoil is a lot of very thick clay, whereas the granite-derived soils are much more sandy and free-draining. So it's my job as a soil farmer to understand the characteristics of these, and then to take it the one step further is to then plant a grape variety in those soils, which I hope would be the most suited to being a vehicle to translate our ataraxia dirt into a bottle via a grape variety.
So understanding the characteristics of these.
Is
Have you
absolutely
licked them?
vital. Quite often, actually.
Have you seen him licking rocks out there?
And also bumping them
And
together,
bumping
and
them
then they've got a certain smell.
So like this is in my glass, essentially, right? Oh, I get it.
Get it.
I get it.
Now, that's not to say that that these wines will taste and smell like that. This is the stuff I must be most intimately acquainted with.
Okay.
It's that knowledge that allows me to make the right decisions in terms of what we plant, where we plant it, how we go about our viticulture. In the cellar, it determines every single decision we make in the cellar. And you know, it's a principal component of that beautiful French word terroir.
Terroir.
And yes, it has its detractors and its non-believers, but I have to say I am a self-confessed terrorist.
Terrorist.
I absolutely believe in this. You know.
Does he take these to bed with him?
They are very precious. But you know what it does do as well. It just lifts the burden of trying to make the best Sauvignon Blanc or the best Chardonnay or the best Pinot Noir or Cabernet Sauvignon in the country or the world. What it leaves one doing is trying to be the best at accurately articulating our space, our place, because nobody on the planet has our GPS coordinates.
This space, yeah.
Nobody has this place. And as your knowledge of it increases and becomes more intimate and you become more romanced by the potential of the place, it reinforces the fact that in the cellar, alchemy is not appropriate. And you know, it's that concept that is beautiful that Jonathan Noster in his book Liquid Memory, which I find one of my sort of seminal go-to books when I need a perspective again on wine that's not driven by commercialism. But on terroir, he has talked about it being a very beautiful and very specific way of sharing in a very precise way the other with another. And so
The other with another.
So the
I love
other,
this.
which is us, with another. So
I
with
feel like
you-
we're a family already.
Exactly.
Well, I can't wait to share this place with my Canadian friends. I want to open that bottle when I go back home, and I want to have this memory of like, ataraxia. I can smell it, I can taste it, I can feel it.
If that happens,
I'm
that's
pumped.
our job done. Then we're successful.
Then that's a happy success for you. That's what success means.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing with me.
It's wonderful to have you here, and we have much more to show you.
Okay, so I'm finally into the tasting room and I'm here with Lionel and he's freaking me out with something like a black Chardonnay. I have no idea what's going on, but he's gonna take me through something, so I'm super pumped. Lionel, what have you got going on here at Ataraxia?
So I do have our Sauvignon Blanc, our unwooded wine, white wine.
Okay.
And then I have our black Chardonnay and the Pinot Noir.
Oh, look at this
2016.
pretty label. We ladies like our labels sometimes. It's very beautiful. So this is unwooded Sauvignon Blanc.
2020.
Okay. Now I'm gonna pretend that I don't know anything about the grape because I just want to get a sense of place. What do you think?
So this is a Sauvignon Blanc that has a sense of place. And the reason for that is because it thrives on Table Mountain sandstone soil. So we like to see this wine more as a three-dimensional wine because it's about the fruit being the skeleton.
Did I get the right one?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
The acidity for longevity of the wine and minerality for the structure of the wine.
I smell where I am. Oh, and the minerality. Okay, that was like licking sandstone. Perfect. I love it.
This is a wine that takes me on a journey, and as I like to say, you experience calmness and tranquility in a glass.
I'm experiencing it already, and it makes you want to have another glass.
Let's have another, but with the black Chardonnay.
Oh, the black Chardonnay. Okay, you're really freaking me out with this black
Almost
Chardonnay.
forgotten winemaking method.
A forgotten winemaking method. So it's a method. It's not going to be black in my glass.
It was.
It was?
It was on the day of harvest, and so what we did was we beat the fruit up.
You beat the fruit up.
So it went through the crusher and then into the presser, and then from the presser into the tank, but it was exposed to more oxygen.
Okay, so I'm really curious. Is it going to throw a different flavor, a different taste?
Yes, so you're going to get more of a flinty, again, minerality, because with Chardonnay we want it to be more about the fruit being the main expression. So what you'll find with this black Chardonnay is the style's fun with a New World attitude.
It's fun with a New World attitude. This is the perfect thing we need to learn back in Canada. This is so great. Okay, let's do it. I'm a tiny bit sad though that it's not going to come out black. I don't know why.
So it's not going to get too deep in complexion.
Okay.
Because, as I was saying, it was exposed to more oxygen during harvest. But also, it's gonna, for the good acidity, it's gonna last much longer as well. So it is about the fruit, and there's 10 months in the barrel, 20% first fill and 80% second fill.
Oh, wow.
Almost a follow through on the palate from the Sauvignon Blanc.
It's still going.
Elegance in one hand and power in the other.
Okay, that sounds like a beautiful woman to me.
Smooth she is.
Okay, should we try the next one?
So we'll do the Pinot Noir 2017, sorry.
2017 Pinot
Pinot Noir
Noir.
2017.
Okay. Should I lick a stone first?
You will find a resemblance between the two.
Now, I
but
have
with
heard.
this wine, you don't need to lick a stone.
I don't
It's
need to.
earth in a glass.
But I've heard that heaven and earth in a glass in this valley is Pinot Noir.
Yes. This is 11 months in the barrel, 22% first fill and 78% second fill.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Are you a fan of Pinot Noir?
I'm a huge fan of Pinot Noir. Huge fan of a lot of wines, but Pinot Noir is one of those tricky grapes, also where I'm trying to learn a sense of place. And there's fruit expression, there's terroir, there's so much going on with
you know, the mineral side, but also the dirt, earth side. Like there's so much going on in a glass of Pinot Noir. So I'm trying to understand a sense of place. So can you tell when you drink Pinot Noir where you are?
Yes, so like with the valley, we are at the Himalayan Arder Ridge, which is the highest point. So we are split into 3 wards. So you will see a similarity, but the taste will all be different. And for that same reason, some will be a much lighter Pinot Noir, some a bit bolder. But this, I believe, is more of a lean but full Pinot Noir.
This is very elegant, lean, full. So if I did one of these, you could tell me? Blindfold, you could tell me each of the Pinot Noirs, where they came from?
Yes.
That is mad skills, Lionel. That's mad talent. I'm kind of learning to do that. More like a fun game as anything. So I'm impressed. Cheers. Just might have to blindfold him later.
So I've just come from the Himalayan Arda Ridge all the way back here behind me in the Babylon Storn Mountain. I have swirled my way all the way down to the beach to put my toes in the sand again to write my wine notes. This is the Onrus Beach. And I've learned about black Chardonnay today. Something that is not new apparently. Old, ancient technique that's come back to make a modern, fresh style. It was super, super fun. And boy, do these guys love their soil here in South Africa. They are first and foremost caretakers of their land, and it's really showing up in these wines. So excited to swirl with you again. Until next time. Cheers.